and welcome to Daily Newspaper Analysis, which is brought to you by LawSikho. So today we have only one article for our discussion. The title of the article is India's Concerns Regarding China's Land Border Laws. So China recently has passed new land border laws. So what are they? First we'll learn in this article, and why are they as a matter of concern for India, we'll be discussing here. So this newspaper analysis has been analyzed by me. My name is Sheva Khan. I am a BA LLB law graduate and I have completed my law degree from Uttaranchal University in the year 2019 with a gold medal in my batch. I have also been a national debater and a public speaker, and here at LawSikho, I'm working as the manager for current affairs vertical. If you wish to connect with me, you can find me on my LinkedIn as well as Twitter handles. The links to both are available in the description box below. Let's see what is the multiple choice question from yesterday's discussion. Which of the following countries is not a member of the Quad? Your options are India, Australia, South Africa, or Japan. Please note you have to identify which is not a member of the Quad. This is the descriptive question for the day. How do China's land border laws concern India? So let's start a discussion for the day, which talks about the concerns that India has regarding the land border laws of China. So the Standing Committee of the National People's Congress of China has recently passed a new law for protection and exploitation of the country's land border areas. This comes at a time when India has a 17-month military standoff with China over 3,488 kilometers of boundary that we all know about. So let's understand that what are these Chinese laws on the borders. So China shares 22,457 kilometers of land boundary with 14 countries. And you would be surprised to note that almost with all of these countries, China has some or the other kind of border dispute. Presently, China wishes to solidify their boundaries to safeguard the territorial integrity, support their economic and social development, and improve public services and infrastructure. So basically, this is the purpose of the land law, or basically the border laws which have been brought by China. Well, let's understand that what does this signal to India? So passing of these new law relieves the boundary issues from the hand of the ministry to the People Liberation Army, that is the PLA. So basically now the army in a way will actually be controlling it in the significant manner, which comes from the side of China. And the Indian army is apprehensive that negotiations will become difficult with China, aggravating the military standoff. Now, of course, when there is a ministerial need or there is something that has to be discussed on the ministerial level, so we can expect more diplomacy and maybe, though in a longer run, better outcomes to come. But when now this decision has slipped out of the hand of ministry from China and it has moved to the People's Liberation Army, that is the PLA, that is the army of China, it might become difficult for India or the Indian representatives to come at peace or at one kind of negotiation with China on the border disputes. Also, some experts feel that it is what China actually does regarding border issues is what matters in the long run. And India's ambassador to China in 2017-18 said that it believes that the law matters little since China wants to settle the border dispute with India through force. So there are a lot of different contentions that have come forward that maybe it wants to create, that China is planning to create such situations that, like by hook or by crook, the things or the demands of China are put forward. So if we talk about the border enhancement goals of Chinese government, so China wants to use the borders for both military and civil reasons, which definitely is a concern for India. And Indian generals stated that Chinese are building villages near the LAC, that is the line of actual control, sometimes even in Indian side of the border. Now, in this situation, why it becomes difficult for us as a nation? Because if at all, there are people who are civilians as well. So in the times of attack, it becomes difficult for us as the alternative army or as the, army from the different country to do any kinds of attacks, because then there are a lot of humanitarian crises or humanitarian issues also that would come forward. And that is why this is something that is not appreciated by India. So the border negotiations will now become difficult because China will plead the establishment of civilian settlements, and that is why it will become difficult to move them or to remain in the status quo. So that was all for the day. Thank you so much for joining in. If you wish to download the PDF of today's slides, you can join our Telegram channel. The link is there in the description box below, or you can scan the QR code that you can see on your screens right now. Also, please, for our other crisp and exam-oriented content, do not forget to follow us on our official Instagram channels for Judiciary, CLAT, UGC Net, and Law Finance exams. Thank you so much.